Imagine waking up with less joint stiffness, moving through your day with less pain, and feeling stronger than you have in years, without punishing workouts or expensive treatments. The secret? Science-backed exercises specifically designed for arthritic joints that take just minutes a day. Whether you're 60 or 80, your body craves movement to lubricate stiff joints, rebuild weakened muscles, and stop the cycle of pain. But most seniors are given vague advice like, just stay active. Until now, in this video, you'll discover the number one mistake arthritis sufferers make that worsens joint damage. 3 zero-impact moves that reduce pain while sitting in your favorite chair. How to adapt exercises for bad flare-up days so you never lose progress. This isn't about pushing through pain. It's about working smarter to reclaim your independence. Your future self will thank you for starting today. Arthritis is more than just occasional joint pain. It's a daily reality for millions of seniors that can turn simple tasks like opening jars or climbing stairs into painful challenges. At its core, arthritis involves inflammation and deterioration of joints, with osteoarthritis being the most common type, where cartilage wears down over time. But here's something many don't realize. Your joints are designed to move, and the right kind of movement can actually be your best medicine. Take Margaret, a 72-year-old former teacher who loved gardening until arthritis in her knees made kneeling unbearable. She assumed rest was the answer, until her doctor explained that immobility was making her joints stiffer. After starting a simple routine of seated leg lifts and short walks, she regained enough mobility to return to her flower beds within months. Then there's Robert, an 80-year-old retired mechanic whose arthritic hands struggle with tools. His physical therapist taught him gentle grip-strengthening exercises using a soft stress ball. Now he can open bottles and write letters without pain. These stories reveal an important truth. Exercise isn't just safe for arthritis. It's essential. When you move, joint fluid circulates like oil in a hinge, reducing stiffness. Muscles strengthen to take pressure off sore joints. Inflammation decreases through improved blood flow. Yet many seniors hesitate, fearing they'll wear out their joints further. This misconception keeps people like Margaret and Robert from relief longer than necessary. Research shows that regular, moderate exercise can delay joint replacement needs by years. The key is choosing joint-friendly activities. Swimming's buoyancy protects knees, Tai Chi improves balance without impact, and even chair yoga maintains flexibility. Pain is your body's signal, not its enemy. While some discomfort during movement is normal, like mild muscle soreness, sharp or increasing pain means stop. Joan, a 68-year-old with rheumatoid arthritis, learned this when she pushed through a flare-up to complete her usual walk. The next day's swelling taught her to modify exercises during bad days, swapping walks for pool exercises until inflammation eased. Your exercise prescription should be as unique as your arthritis. A 10-minute morning stretch routine might work wonders for one person, while another thrives on afternoon strength sessions. The common thread? Consistency beats intensity. Start with just 5 minutes daily. Celebrate small victories, like bending easier to tie shoes. And remember, every gentle movement is a step toward keeping your independence. For seniors living with arthritis, exercise isn't just about staying active. It's a carefully balanced prescription for maintaining mobility and quality of life. The golden rule? Always consult your doctor before beginning any new exercise regimen. This crucial first step ensures your routine considers your specific joint issues, pain levels, and overall health status. Your physician might recommend blood tests or imaging to assess joint damage, or suggest working with physical therapists to develop a personalized plan, especially if you have conditions like osteoporosis or heart disease alongside arthritis. Once cleared, the exercise philosophy for arthritis management becomes slow and steady wins the race. Low-impact activities that minimize joint stress while maximizing benefits should form the foundation of your routine. Imagine your joints like antique furniture. They need regular movement to stay functional, but forced or aggressive motion can cause damage. Water aerobics exemplify this perfect balance. The buoyancy supports 90% of your body weight, while providing gentle resistance. Similarly, stationary cycling maintains knee and hip mobility without the pounding of pavement. Even simple walking, when done with proper supportive footwear and perhaps trekking poles for balance, can work wonders when kept to moderate distances on even terrain. The magic happens in the moderation. A study from the University of North Carolina found arthritis patients who walked just 30 minutes 3 times weekly reported 30% less pain than sedentary counterparts. Pacing proves equally vital. The turtle approach often yields better long-term results than sporadic intense workouts. Break activities into manageable chunks. 3 10-minute walks spread through your day might serve you better than one exhausting 30-minute session. This strategy helps avoid overfatigue while keeping joints lubricated throughout waking hours. Pay particular attention to warm-ups and cool-downs, which should be extended compared to younger years. A proper 10-minute warm-up might include marching in place, arm circles, or seated knee extensions to gradually increase blood flow to stiff joints. The Arthritis Foundation emphasizes that cold joints are more prone to injury, making this preparatory phase non-negotiable. During exercise, become fluent in your body's language of discomfort. Distinguish between productive ache of muscles getting stronger, which typically fade within an hour after exercising, and the sharper, localized pain that signals joint distress. Nancy, a 69-year-old grandmother with knee osteoarthritis, learned this distinction the hard way when she ignored stabbing pains during Zumba class, resulting in a weeks-long setback. Now she uses a 2-hour rule. If joint pain worsens or persists 2 hours post-exercise, she scales back next session's intensity. Environmental modifications can make activities safer and more enjoyable. For those with hand arthritis, foam grips on exercise equipment reduce strain. Balance challenge individuals might position themselves near a wall or sturdy chair for support during standing exercises. Temperature matters too. Many find exercise in a warm pool, 84 to 88 degrees Fahrenheit, or using heating pads on stiff joints beforehand helps increase mobility. Conversely, applying ice after workouts can prevent inflammation in prone joints. Technology offers valuable safeguards. Wearable devices can monitor heart rate to prevent overexertion, while smartphone apps like Joint Safe provide guided routines with built-in rest periods. Perhaps most importantly, cultivate patience with your progress. Unlike fitness gains in youth that might appear in weeks, arthritis-friendly exercise benefits often reveal themselves gradually over months. Celebrate non-scale victories like being able to rise from a chair without arm assistance or carrying groceries with less pain. These functional improvements matter far more than numbers on weights or speedometers. Remember that some days will inevitably be better than others. During flares, even gentle range of motion exercises done seated or lying down maintain progress without exacerbating symptoms. By embracing these safety principles, seniors with arthritis can transform exercise from a daunting challenge into a sustainable, rewarding part of daily life that genuinely reduces pain and preserves independence. The ultimate goal isn't athleticism. It's maintaining your ability to play with grandchildren, tend your garden, or simply move through your day with greater ease and less discomfort. Living with arthritis doesn't mean giving up on movement. In fact, the right exercises can become your most powerful tool for managing pain and maintaining independence. Let's explore 4 fundamental exercise categories that are gentle on joints yet remarkably effective, starting with stretching, which serves as a foundation for any arthritis-friendly routine. Imagine beginning your day with simple seated stretches that gradually awaken stiff joints. Reach your arms overhead like you're picking apples from a tree, then gently rotate your ankles as if drawing circles with your toes. These movements pump nutrient-rich synovial fluid into your joints, much like oil lubricating a rusty hinge. For those with hand arthritis, try the prayer stretch. Press palms together at chest height, then slowly lower hands toward your waist while keeping contact. Studies show that regular stretching can improve joint flexibility by up to 20% in arthritis patients, making it easier to perform daily tasks like brushing hair or reaching for seat belts. Transitioning to light strength training, we enter what physical therapists call the sweet spot of arthritis management, building enough muscle to support vulnerable joints without causing strain. Resistance bands, those colorful latex strips hiding incredible therapeutic potential, allow you to strengthen muscles while controlling exactly how much pressure reaches your joints. Picture wrapping a band around a sturdy chair leg for seated rows that strengthen your upper back, improving posture and taking pressure off spinal joints. Or try the sit-to-stand exercise, slowly rising from a chair without using your hands, then controlling your descent, which builds crucial quadriceps strength to protect arthritic knees. The beauty of these exercises lies in their adaptability. By simply adjusting your hand position or using a heavier/lighter band, you can customize the challenge to your current ability level. Research from the American College of Rheumatology reveals that even modest strength gains can reduce joint load by 30 to 50% during daily activities. For cardiovascular benefits without joint punishment, water exercises and walking emerge as clear winners. The magic of aquatic therapy lies in hydrostatics. Water's natural buoyancy supports up to 90% of your body weight while providing gentle resistance. Try water walking in chest-high pool, exaggerating your arm swings to improve shoulder mobility, or perform gentle leg lifts while holding onto the pool edge. Even simple movements like floating while moving joints through their range of motion can provide remarkable relief. If water access is limited, walking remains one of the most accessible and research-backed exercises for arthritis sufferers. The key lies in technique. Shorter strides to reduce impact, proper footwear with arch support, and choosing softer surfaces like tracks or trails over concrete. Consider the story of 78-year-old Henry, who thought his walking days were overdue to hip arthritis until he discovered Nordic walking poles. These simple tools redistribute weight to his upper body, allowing him to enjoy 30-minute daily walks pain-free. Balance exercises, often overlooked, form the crucial fourth pillar of arthritis management by preventing falls that could devastate already vulnerable joints. Start with basic kitchen counter exercises. Hold on to your countertop and practice shifting weight from foot to foot, then progress to standing on one leg while washing dishes, always maintaining contact with the counter for safety. The heel-to-toe walk, placing one foot directly in front of the other like walking on a tightrope, improves proprioception, your body's internal GPS that often deteriorates with arthritis. For those with significant balance concerns, chair-based exercises offer safe alternatives. Try seated marches or tracing the alphabet with your toes to maintain ankle mobility. What makes these exercises particularly valuable is their dual benefit. While improving balance, they simultaneously strengthen the very muscles that protect arthritic joints. The true art of exercise with arthritis lies in listening to your body's daily fluctuations. Some mornings may call for gentle chair yoga, while better days might allow for short walks around the neighborhood. Remember that consistency trumps intensity. Doing 5 minutes of stretching every day yields better long-term results than pushing through an hour-long session that leaves you sore for days. Many seniors find success with the rule of 2. If pain persists 2 hours after exercising or is worse the next morning, they scale back next session's intensity by 20%. Equipment needs are minimal but impactful. A sturdy chair without wheels, comfortable shoes with non-slip soles, and perhaps some inexpensive resistance bands or light dumbbells. The psychological benefits are equally important. Each successful exercise session rebuilds confidence in your body's capabilities, counteracting the fear avoidance cycle that often accompanies chronic joint pain. As you explore these exercise options, celebrate small victories. The first time you can raise your arms overhead without shoulder pain, or noticing you walk further than last week with less discomfort. These functional improvements matter far more than any numbers on weights or distance trackers. Consider keeping an exercise journal to track progress and identify which movements bring you the most relief. Many community centers and hospitals now offer specialized arthritis exercise programs, providing both professional guidance and valuable social connection. The journey to managing arthritis through movement isn't about returning to your youthful abilities, but rather about preserving and enhancing what you currently have, ensuring you can continue doing the activities that bring joy and meaning to your life. Whether that's play with grandchildren, tending a garden, or simply moving through your day with greater ease and less. Living successfully with arthritis means reimagining exercise not as a separate activity, but as a natural rhythm woven throughout your day. The most effective approach for joint health involves frequent, brief movement sessions rather than occasional long workouts. Think of it as movement snacks rather than a single exercise meal. Research shows that 3 10-minute activity bursts spread throughout your day can reduce arthritis pain by up to 40% Compare to being sedentary, while being far more manageable than longer sessions that might trigger fatigue or discomfort. Start your morning with gentle bed exercises. Before even rising, point and flex your feet to awaken stiff ankles. Do slow knee bends under the covers and stretch your arms overhead to improve circulation. These small movements prepare your joints for the day ahead while still lying in the comfort of your mattress. Throughout the day, look for natural opportunities to move. Stand and march in place during TV commercials. Do seated leg lifts while reading, or practice chair squats each time you rise from sitting. The magic lies in consistency. A study from Johns Hopkins Arthritis Center found that seniors who incorporated mini movement breaks every 90 minutes experienced significantly less stiffness than those who remained stationary for long periods. Your home itself can become an exercise studio with simple modifications. In the kitchen, use countertops for support while doing calf raises as you wait for the kettle to boil. When folding laundry, practice balance by standing on one leg, holding onto the table for support as you pair socks. Even housekeeping tasks become therapeutic when approached mindfully, deliberately squatting rather than bending. To pick up items strengthens thighs while protecting your back, and using a washcloth to polish tables in large circular motions improves shoulder mobility. Gardening, when done with knee pads and ergonomic tools, combines strength training, flexibility, and stress relief in one rewarding activity. The key is reframing these everyday actions as valuable movement opportunities rather than chores. What matters isn't how intensely you move, but how consistently you keep your joints lubricated through gentle activity. Bad pain days require special strategies, not abandonment of movement altogether. On flare-up days, switch to maintenance mode with seated or reclined exercises that keep blood flowing without aggravating joints. Try the clock exercise while sitting. Imagine your knee as the center of a clock face. Then gently move your lower leg to touch 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions. Seated marching. Lifting knees alternately while holding the chair for support maintains hip mobility, and towel slides under your feet can provide gentle range of motion work for stiff knees. Even deep breathing exercises count on difficult days. Inhale while raising arms overhead. Exhale while lowering, which maintains shoulder mobility through passive movement. Many arthritis patients find warm water therapy particularly soothing during flares. Simply soaking hands or feet in warm water while moving them gently can provide significant relief. Remember that rest doesn't mean complete immobilization. Even wiggling fingers/toes or doing subtle ankle circles in bed helps prevent stiffness from setting in. The psychological aspect proves equally important. Viewing movement as medicine rather than punishment transforms your relationship with exercise. Keep an activity journal to identify patterns. You might discover you feel best moving mid-morning, or that certain gentle chores actually reduce your stiffness. Celebrate non-traditional victories like being able to open a jar without pain or rising from the sofa more easily. These functional improvements matter more than any gym metric. Technology can provide helpful reminders. Simple smartphone alerts every hour to stretch or change positions, or wearable devices that track small movements throughout the day. Most importantly, practice self-compassion. Some days you'll move more than others, and that's perfectly normal. What matters is maintaining the overall habit of regular, gentle motion tailored to your body's daily needs. By integrating movement seamlessly into your daily routines, you will discover that managing arthritis becomes less about working out and more about living well, preserving your ability to enjoy life's simple pleasures while keeping joint pain at bay. The journey of managing arthritis through movement isn't about short-term fixes, but creating sustainable habits that keep you active for years to come. And the right tools can make all the difference between giving up and pushing forward. Investing in supportive footwear isn't just about comfort. It's a therapeutic necessity. Look for shoes with a wide toe box to accommodate swollen joints, rigid soles to prevent excessive bending, and memory foam insoles that reduce impact by up to 30% with each step. Canes and walkers should be viewed not as signs of limitation, but as empowering tools that actually enable greater activity. When properly fitted, the top of the cane should reach your wrist when standing straight. They can reduce joint load by 20 to 30%, allowing you to walk farther with less pain. Don't overlook simple comforts like ergonomic chair cushions that reduce hip pressure during seated exercises, or arthritis-friendly grip aids that make holding weights or resistance bands less painful for swollen fingers. Temperature therapy plays a crucial role in your routine. Warm baths before exercise, especially with Epsom salts, can increase joint flexibility by up to 15%, while strategic ice application, 15 minutes on, 45 minutes off, after activity helps control inflammation in particularly troublesome joints. The key is creating an arthritis-friendly environment where every element supports your movement goals rather than creating obstacles. Motivation often wavers when progress feels invisible, which is why tracking small victories becomes essential for long-term success. Keep a simple exercise journal, noting not just what you did, but how it felt. You might discover that knee pain decreases on days when you do water exercises, or that morning stiffness improves when you consistently do bedtime stretches. Technology can help here. Fitness trackers that monitor step counts, or even simple smartphone apps that remind you to move hourly prevent the out-of-sight, out-of-mind trap. Better yet, recruit an exercise buddy, whether a friend who also has arthritis or a family member willing to join your routine. The social accountability works both ways. Not only are you 75% more likely to stick with exercise when partnered, but explaining movements to someone else deepens your own understanding. Consider joining a local arthritis aquatic class or gentle yoga group, where you'll find peers who truly understand your challenges. These connections often provide the best tips and encouragement. When motivation lags, focus on functional victories rather than appearance goals. Celebrate being able to climb stairs without railings, carry grocery bags pain-free, or play with grandchildren longer than last year. The emotional component of arthritis management is just as important as the physical. Frustration and discouragement are natural when dealing with chronic pain, but they don't have to derail your progress. Develop a personal motivation toolkit for tough days. Perhaps an inspiring quote on your fridge, before and after notes about your mobility improvements, or photos of activities you want to keep doing. Music proves particularly powerful. Creating an arthritis exercise playlist with energizing songs from your youth can boost workout enjoyment by 25% according to sports psychology studies. On days when even thinking about movement feels exhausting, practice the 5-minute rule. Commit to just 5 minutes of gentle stretching, after which you can stop guilt-free. You'll often find yourself continuing longer once started. Most importantly, forgive yourself for imperfect days. Arthritis fluctuates, and what matters is your overall trend toward more movement and less pain over weeks and months, not daily perfection. Now it's your turn to join the conversation. Did any of these tips resonate with your experience? Comment below with your favorite arthritis exercise tool or motivation trick. Your suggestion might help fellow readers. If this advice made your day a little easier, show some love by smashing that like button. It helps others find this valuable information. For more practical arthritis management tips delivered straight to you, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click the bell icon so you never miss new content that could transform your mobility. Remember, every small step counts, and by taking action today, you're investing in a more active, comfortable tomorrow.